Hi guys, I'm Josh Elliott, the guy who reviews movies that nobody else cared to see, and I just got back from seeing Unsane. Wow. So Unsane tells the story of a woman named Sawyer Valentini who has recently moved to restart her life to get away from a stalker. However, when going to therapy, she accidentally, involuntarily signs herself into a mental institution. Things are pretty bad at first, and then they get a whole lot worse when she realizes that her stalker has actually started working at the mental institution. So she's trying to tell people, hey, my stalker is here. And everyone's like, no, you're crazy. This is why you're in the mental institution. This movie messed me up in ways that I cannot even fathom. I was leaning back in my seat, hands over my mouth, just appalled by some of the horrific things that were happening on screen. It should be noted that this movie was filmed entirely on an iPhone 7. I was curious at first why it was filmed on an iPhone 7. The first 10 minutes of the movie I was like, okay, this is interesting, it's a unique choice, but why is it filmed on an iPhone 7? This could be a regular movie. But then when you learn that she's been followed by a stalker, that's when it all makes sense. Filming it through a phone almost makes it seem like we're stalking her. It adds a whole new sense of unease to the movie that would not have been achieved if it was filmed with professional cameras. Filming it on an iPhone was one of the best decisions this movie could have made. I thought it was just gonna be an artistic choice, but honestly, it adds so much to the movie. This movie has great ways of messing with the audience's minds. You find out very early on in the movie that she has moved because she was followed by a stalker, but you have no frame of reference for what that stalker looked like. And so when she first sees the stalker at the mental institution, it's not very clear whether that's actually the stalker or not. It never directly asks that question, but it definitely implies that she might actually need to be there, that she might actually be crazy, and that this person that she's claiming is her stalker might not actually be her stalker. The thing that this movie does so well that made me so uncomfortable that so few movies can do properly is dread. I, like the main character, never felt safe. Even when she tries to find a crutch in characters like her mother and Jay Farrow's character, I still felt as though these scapegoats were somehow going to go horribly wrong. The actors are also phenomenal. Claire Foy has been so prominent in movies and TV recently, but I've never actually seen her in any major roles. I haven't seen The Crown, I haven't seen Breathe, and so this is my first time really experiencing Claire Foy, and she is phenomenal. She not only knows how to act as though she's going crazy, but she also gives her character a personality. And I feel like in movies like this, the characters can often have hollow personalities, and the actors think they're doing a good job just because they know how to cry and scream on command. Joshua Leonard, Jay Farrow, Juno Temple, Amy Irving, all of them do really good. I mean, this is definitely Claire Foy's movie, but the rest of them support the movie very well. I don't think I've seen a movie that disturbed me this much since A Cure for Wellness. A Cure for Wellness was disturbing in a fantasy way. It went places that you wouldn't even think of. Whereas Unsane goes to places that you wouldn't think of, but that you totally believe could happen. And that's what makes it so freaky. That's what makes it so terrifying. That's what makes it so unsettling. And that's why it's so effective. Once again, filming it on the iPhone just adds so much more realism to it. The short-term explanation of it is that it makes it not feel like a movie. It makes it feel like a filmed event. My main complaint with it, though, is that Sawyer doesn't start making good decisions until the second half of the movie, even though it's explained to her very early on what she needs to do to succeed. Just keep your head low, do exactly what they tell you to do, and then you'll be out of here in 7 days. But then she continues to freak out, yell at people, hit people, assault people, over and over again. And yeah, I get that we're supposed to feel the unease whenever she's strapped down to a bed, or whenever she's pleading for people to listen to her that this is the man that's stalking her. I get that. I get that we're supposed to feel empathy for her, but she's also making really dumb decisions because she's literally been told over and over again not to do that, and she's continuing to do it. Once the movie gets to its final act, that's when she starts playing the game and making some really, really clever decisions. Besides that one complaint, there really isn't much wrong with Unsane. It's a great psychological horror. It's one of the best movies of this year so far. I think filming it on an iPhone adds so much to the grittiness, and I think that artistic choice is going to make Unsane memorable years to come. So I'm gonna give it an 8. What did you think of Unsane if you saw saw it. Let me know in the comments below. Click here to subscribe and click here to watch our last video. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.